Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is KANO from the Gamer Section and welcome to a brand new episode of the Gamer Section's Daily News. We recently received reports that BioWare and EA would be analyzing the progress made on the planned overhaul of their 2019 looter shooter Anthem, dubbed Anthem Next, and didn't make a final decision on whether or not to keep development going. That decision has arrived, and to a little surprise, BioWare have confirmed that Anthem Next has been cancelled. Following Anthem's disastrous launch in early 2019, BioWare failed to provide enough post-launch content to maintain a healthy player base for the game, failing to stick to their planned post-launch roadmap for it on multiple occasions. In early 2020, the studio announced that it would instead be shifting focus to a larger long-term overhaul of the entire game, and a couple of months after that, it was confirmed that a small incubation team was experimenting with ideas on how to do just that. Even as recently as December, it was confirmed that work on the overhaul was still underway. As per Christian Daly, who is the head of BioWare Austin and recently took to the helm of Dragon Age 4's development team, having to work from home due to COVID-19 since the beginning of 2020 has affected the Anthem Next teams productively, and they are not where they thought where they would be right now in terms of progress made with the game. 2020 was a year unlike any other, however, and while we continue to make progress against all our games projects at BioWare, working from home during the pandemic has had an impact on our productivity, and not everything we had planned as a studio before COVID-19 can be accomplished without putting undue stress on our team's daily rights. Daly goes on to explain that BioWare will instead choose to focus all its energy on the upcoming Dragon Age and Mass Effect sequels, as well as continuing support Star Wars: The Old Republic. Game development is hard, he writes. Decisions like these are not easy. Moving forward, we need to laser focus our efforts as a studio and strengthen the next Dragon Age and Mass Effect titles while continuing to provide quality updates to Star Wars: The Old Republic. Though plans for Anthem Next has been abandoned, BioWare will continue to keep the Anthem Live service running as it exists today, which means the game's online service will remain active should you decide to jump in and play the game. Answering a question about what the release schedule looks like for the upcoming racing sim in an interview with GQ, a PlayStation PR representative confirmed that Gran Turismo 7 has been delayed from 2021 into 2022. The reason, as you'd expect, COVID-related production challenges have thrown a wrench into the works leading to this delay. GT7 has been impacted by COVID-related production challenges and therefore will shift from 2021 to 2022, Sony says. With the ongoing pandemic, it's a dynamic and changing situation, and some critical aspects of game production have been slowed over the past several months. We'll share more specifics on GT7's release date when available. Given that we're still in the midst of a pandemic, it's not surprising that production on several games has been impacted, and delays for any game aren't really coming as a major surprise just now. Already there have been more than a few major delays, and it's likely that there will be several more in the coming months. What exactly can we expect to see? The update announcing the State of Play presentation states that there will be new updates and deep dives on 10 upcoming PS4 and PS5 games. Some of these are going to be new announcements, while the updates will seemingly be focused on some of the third-party and indie titles you last saw in June's PS5 showcase. The episode will be roughly 30 minutes long, so there's definitely going to be plenty to sink your teeth into. With Returnal and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart both due out in the coming months, it's likely that Sony will show us more gameplay for both. Meanwhile, indie title Kena Bridge of Spirits is supposed to come out in the first quarter of 2021, and quarter one is more than halfway done, so we might hear about the release date for that. Either way, the gamer section will be covering everything live, so stay tuned. The episode will go live Thursday, February 25th at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and 10 p.m. other country time. Originally slated to release this month, CD Projekt Red has delayed Cyberpunk 2077's patch 1.2. In a series of tweets, it explained that the delay was due to the recent cyber attack on the studio. It also noted that the scope for this patch goes beyond any of our previous updates. We've been working on numerous overall quality improvements and fixes, and we still have work to do to make sure that's what you get. With that in mind, we are now aiming to release in the second half of March. The studio finally noted that it wanted to ensure the update launched properly. More details would be provided in the coming weeks. Patch 1.1 for Cyberpunk 2077 arrived last month and is one of the two major updates that are purported to improve the game. January's update did improve memory usage in a number of places along with fixing crashes in various quests. It also introduced a major progress blocker for the down on the street quest, but this was fixed within a few days with patch 1.11. As per CD Projekt Red's roadmap, free DLC along with other updates and improvements were scheduled after patch 1.2 release. With the latter delay, it's likely that the release of these has been pushed back as well. Let's not forget that the Xbox Series X and S and PS5 versions are also supposed to be coming in the second half of the year. Stay tuned in the meantime for any more delays. Now for the latest in gaming culture, make sure you check out the gamer section. Be sure to hit the like button on this video.